We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Black Knights of San Antonio taking on the Tennessee Titans. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The second down throw by Willis. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Willis is that's taken in by Okonkwo. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Here's Willis. Escaping the pressure right. But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First and 10, it's Willis. That's complete once again to Hopkins. That'll be gain of 6. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Willis. Over the middle, he has a tackle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Willis is going to throw once more. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now they'll change things around before the snap. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 10-yard line.
Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way up to the 49. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Henry on 1st down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. And that one too wide and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Willis. And he's going to be swallowed up. sacked back at the 45-yard line. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw here. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
First down, Black Knights.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now they'll audible to something else. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's able to find Melton. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. tight. 19 tight. 18 rattling. 18 rattling. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hey.
A first down carry for Henry. They find some open field here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now they'll change things up. Second and 15. Open man right side, Myers. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A 28-yard gain. First down, San Antonio.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that, nearly picked off. But it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
First down, Knights.
Looking to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Gets past him at the 10. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st down, Willis. Pressure comes and down he goes. Drake Jackson now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 63-yard attempt.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Nashville, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. That's running out of steam, and it won't get right there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
A chance for a 1st touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd
touchdown! Devontae Adams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Willis looking to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. And That's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis.
He finds Hopkins complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Here comes 2nd down. Willis to throw.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Now Willis. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Willis. That pass taken in by Burks.
They picked up yards, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
For a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Willis.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. And 2nd down.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Willis back to throw it. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. Here's 1st down. Sacked right around the 17. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Dragon 60.
Willis with a first throw in overtime. This pass complete to Melton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Henry running right. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Now Willis to throw.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On now is the Titans punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
And now an audible here into something else.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He has Mayer complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 16 yards. And the San Antonio first down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
128 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly
How tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for San Antonio, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the